You're watching Football Daily, and here are this week's biggest transfer news and headlines. We've asked you guys to keep an eye out for any transfer rumours and to tweet them in. So if you'd like to be involved next week, make sure you follow us on Twitter and hit us up with the hashtag TransferTalk to me at Zach Jellab or the Football Daily account. And if you want to keep up with the world of football, make sure you like and subscribe. We head straight over to Spain, where reports say that Mourinho is ready to match Guardiola's big spending by attempting to sign RAPHAEL VARANE from Real Madrid this summer. Back in 2011, it was Mourinho who discovered the French centre-back and brought him to the Bernabeu, but now it looks like he wants the defender to follow him to the Premier League. Mourinho, who made his name through his defensive nous, has struggled this season with his current back line. Man United have relied on David De Gea to keep them out of trouble. The keeper makes on average 4.1 saves per goal conceded. That's over double the number that Hugo Lloris is making at Tottenham this season. Diario Gol claimed that Real Madrid would be willing to sell the 24-year-old for €60 million, but say it could be at the cost of De Gea, as Real are keen to replace Keylor Navas. So it looks like the special one could be in for a difficult window of negotiating. Staying at Old Trafford, Mourinho is not only keen to shore up his defence, but also ready to bolster his attacking options. The Portuguese coach, who has already spent £300 million on his squad, is targeting Paulo Dybala. According to RAS Sport, the 24-year-old forward has fallen out with Juve's hierarchy and is looking for a way out of Turin, with both Manchester and Paris his destinations of choice. The Argentinian international has wowed in Serie A, scoring 15 in as many games, and would offer quality competition to Romelu Lukaku to head United's attack. The CIES value Dybala at €155 million, and with the possibility of Griezmann going to Barca, I could think of a worse replacement. Andy Carroll. Portuguese newspaper A Bola are reporting that Arsenal have made movements to sign Benfica's Andrija Zikovic at the end of the season. Apparently, the North London side sent scouts to Lisbon to watch the 21-year-old winger in action last week, as Benfica put 5 past Maritimo. The Gunners will face competition from Man United and supposedly Fulham, who have also been eyeing up the Serbian international. The young wide man is contracted to Benfica until 2021. While he was handed the heavy title of the Serbian Messi as a youngster, he's also carrying a hefty release clause of €60 million. Another rumour circulating around the Emirates is that Julian Draxler has been touted as a transfer target for the Gunners, who are looking to upgrade on their midfield. I'm not surprised, mate. I'm not surprised. The German international, now residing in Paris, has failed to live up to the hype that surrounded his career as a youngster in Germany. After replacing KDB at Wolfsburg in 2015, his career was stunted by injuries, and he had left the Bundesliga for PSG just a year after first arriving at the Volkswagen Arena. The 24-year-old has made just 14 starts for the Parisians this season, but with 3 goals and 4 assists, he is still averaging a goal contribution every other game. PSG, who are being heavily monitored by financial fair play, will be looking to balance their books and may welcome an offer for the World Cup winner, who has been valued at €50 million. The arrival of Neymar and Mbappe has seen Draxler go from starter to substitute, so perhaps a move to England could offer the player a much-needed fresh start.
Quick one, pause the screen. Are you subscribed to the channel? If not, you're an idiot. Click that red button down there, right now.
From one side of North London to the other, last week we discussed the expected departure of Toby Alderweireld, and today we have his replacement. Bayer Leverkusen's Jonathan Tah will be taking his place at White Hart Lane, according to the Mirror. Spurs have reportedly been watching 22-year-old Tah as insurance if Alderweireld leaves. Having arrived in Hamburg 3 seasons ago, the German has made a solid impact, becoming a regular for Leverkusen and earning his first senior international cap. The young prospect, who is reportedly valued at €35 million by his club, is admired for his ability and comfort bringing the ball out of defence, a skill that would suit Pochettino's style of play. This looks like it could be a smart fit for Spurs, who tend to focus on youth and value for money in the transfer window. But what do you guys think? Will Tah join? Will Alderweireld leave? Let me know in the poll above. Brazilian international Ramirez is eyeing up a return to Stamford Bridge, according to UOL Esporte. Bring him home. Bring him home. The midfielder, who is currently playing in the Chinese Super League for Jiangsu Suning, has stated that he wants to return to the Blues before hanging up his boots for good. The now 30-year-old left West London for East China in January 2016 for £25 million. But in an interview with the Brazilian news outlet, he has stated that it would be spectacular to play for the Premier League club again. Ramirez has recently been linked with a move to Inter Milan, but having claimed in an interview that the doors at Stamford Bridge have been left open for him, perhaps we'll see him do a Drogba and make a comeback in the blue that he won the Premier League and the Champions League in. Racing Club striker Lautaro Martinez to Inter Milan is a done deal according to Calcio Mercato, and he's apparently ready to undergo the first stage of his medical. The Argentinian forward will leave the San Siro for around €20 million at the end of this season, although this official announcement will not happen until the summer. The 20-year-old has been in lethal form for Racing, scoring 8 and assisting 3 in 12 Primera Division games. The second part of his medical is not scheduled until July, however Inter are reportedly very confident that they will land the former Barcelona and Arsenal target. According to the Mirror, Southampton have decided that manager Maurizio Pellegrino will be sacked at the end of the season, whether they complete Premiership survival or not. After replacing Claude Puel last summer, Pellegrino was expected to help the Saints to challenge for European football. But winning just 5 of the 29 Premier League games this season, the board in the South Coast are looking for his replacement. Despite the club's track record of discovering managerial talent, the 46-year-old could be Southampton's second manager in as many years to lose his job. And while preparations are being made for the summer, Saints Vice Chairman Les Reed won't be looking to sack him before the season is over, to avoid a rushed appointment. Fulham manager Djukanovic and Graham Potter of Ostersund's fame are reportedly at the top of their replacement list.
So I hope you guys liked that video. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed that, why not check out the video on screen right now? I'm sure it is great. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.